Okay, we're trying this again. Sorry. The error message said that they detected copyrighted stuff in our stream. So obviously something threw the algorithm off or something. All right, we're back. Alice is doing her who's-y what's-its.
Some cat cows.
Yeah, but now she's gonna
Do what you would like me to do.
do what I would like her to do. All right, assuming that doesn't happen again.
Quadruped head.
Quadruped.
Hold band under left hand. Pull right hand up to the ribs.
Yes.
I did a bad job of holding my hand down.
Yeah, I like to plant it that way.
So up to the ribs, and then it just stays, and I spin my chest up to the ceiling,
Tremendous.
and I spin my chest to the left side. Oh,
Excellent.
up to the right.
Protracting that shoulder, and then as she drops and rotates, she retracts here. Protract, reach out, and then as you twist, retract. I'm gonna do the same thing, but just with this band. So I'm gonna plant it with my left. I choke up a little, I pull up with my right, and now it's loading thoracic rotation. Got a nice little click in my back right out of the gate. We got clicks for days. So my shoulder retracts, my elbow stays stiff, my shoulder protracts as I rotate. And we're just gonna keep warming up with this for a moment. It's a nice little trunk rotation exercise that doubles as a back warm up. Because what do I like more than anything?
Compound movement.
No, margaritas. I like getting bang for the buck. A twofer. 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm gonna do one more. All right, I'm gonna switch. So again, mini band works, or if you have one of these kind, if it's a light one, you're gonna want to grip pretty close to the bottom. Pin that bad boy down. Give it a good hard tug and twist. Tug and twist.
That's like your porn name.
Yeah, it's the name of my my brothel. It's on a rest stop on I-95. We also serve wings. Would you eat wings there?
Yeah, I would never be there.
See what's happening? Same exercise. Retract my shoulder as I drop and I twist. Then I protract my shoulder as I rotate away from it. I don't know about y'all, but I feel my trunk. Do you feel your abs and stuff?
Yes.
Good. The heavier the band, the more you'll feel it.
Don't forget to breathe.
Yeah, what she's saying. Have I given everybody my theory on breathing?
Yes.
I have?
Everyone in this room.
Oh, we watched I forget, his name was Imam, one of the Sama people of the Philippines, competing in free diving. Guy held his breath for 3 some odd minutes, going all the way down, going all the way up. I won't spoil it. It was a great episode of, what's the show? Take an overhand grip of this and do a pull apart if you have it. If you have one of these, as long as you don't think it's going to snap, you can do what Alice is doing.
I don't know the name of the show. It's on Netflix.
The first episode was about Calcio.
Something about games. Something game. Extreme games.
Something like that. Second episode was about the Highland Games. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
We turned it on. We were like, oh, okay, this will be nice and easy. subtitles. But it's all right. You get used to it.
And it was not that subtitles are difficult. It was that I was like doing laundry and chores. So I didn't need, I was just hoping to like hear something interesting and learn something interesting rather than like have to watch the television.
Right.
Last night. So that's what, it's not like, oh, I hate to read. It wasn't, it's not that.
Ingmar Bergman again. Can't we watch a new Adam Sandler movie?
All right, are we good and warm? Grab one of your bands. If you have a TheraBand, you can do this. You can either stand on one side of it or stand right in the middle of it. Hold it like that to do your row. If you have that long, I should just go get it. Actually, you got it here. She's going to show you. So this is the move. Just the one arm row at your side. I'm just pinning the band down and pull, pull, pull. Just a warm up. Hopefully you can see though, from this angle, hopefully I'm doing it, that the shoulder retracts at the beginning of the movement. So I'll just show you the wrong way for a second. It would be like that. See my shoulder going forward as I row? We don't want that. Keep your proud chest, and then up and back. Up and back. Atta girl. So she's, and then yes, stay leaning over, that's good. I'm gonna do 3. This little bastard adds up. This guy's heavier than he looks. You know, TheraBands are like the toddler weights of the gym. They're light, except this one is pretty heavy.
It's the Gold All-Star.
Yeah, go All-Star. So you may be asking yourself, what are we doing today? I'm going to tell you. This is the warm-up. Then we are going to connect mucho bands because we are going to start with a pull like that, a straight arm pull, followed immediately by that kind of pull. Normally we anchor in the door. We don't go in there anymore because the Wi-Fi doesn't reach. I mean, it might. It's just, you know, it's not reliable. So we're just going to use each other to anchor the door. We'll be each other's anchors. Isn't that gross? How I get so schmaltzy.
Not gross, it's sweet.
It's sweet. All right, so many bands. Basically, press all of your bands into service. So you see what's going on? I'm going to loop this one to this one, so I've connected 2. If you bought it, so we're going to do that here. Boom, 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 boom. Give me the blank. That'll be enough for us.
I saw on a website these bands, Watt Fitness. It was a kit of 5, but the blue one was not included. It was the green, of that size, the black, the red, and then one that was less than the
Was
red.
it like salmon colored or
Yeah,
something?
something like that. It was 5, but it was on sale. It was a package that was on sale for
I like those little guys.
Yeah.
There are things you can do with those.
Tempted to buy it. It's raining.
No, it's pouring.
Yay.
That bird got all wet. Okay, so Alice is going to stand over there with the green.
With the green.
With the green. And I'm going to start the exercise. We actually are going to work out instead of just talking. So I'm going to take a knee. My left knee will be in front. I'm just holding the band like that. I've just got my palm. Boom, I'm just gripping it. And I'm going to pull like so.
Do you want it up high?
Yeah, put it up high, yeah. Ideally, this thing is up above you a good bit, but I'm also going to lean forward to get that angle. All right, Alice is going to go back a good ways.
And I could stand on the coffee table.
Oh, you could, but now that'll be good, so I'm leaning over.
Okay.
She had a point there, though. I could have just had her elevate herself. So, do not let go. Your wife will go out the window if you do. Now, when you do this, I'm going to do one wrong. See my shoulder going forward, just like with the rows earlier? You want to keep that shoulder in place. Ugh. This is heavy. This is good. And I'm retracting my shoulder blade. Now, yes, this is a little tricepy. And if you did push-ups with us yesterday, you're feeling your triceps. But it's also mainly, we're trying to get that lat. It's a pulling exercise. Once you hit the wall, you're going to go right into some pulling. With a bent elbow, not a straight arm like this. This is just straight arm pull down, you'd call it. I'm going to do this now. Put my hand through it, gripping, and now I'm just going to go for broke. I'm just going to do a crap ton of these. Alice, you're good. I think you have no more room.
Oh, I can go back.
Can you though?
Yes.
Oh, actually, it's getting heavy. Never mind. Don't go anywhere.
It is quite a summer pour down right now. It's amazing.
It is raining dramatically. So, oh my gosh, taking just a moment. This is going to be a relatively short workout, so we're going to beat you up severely in a short amount of time. This one is definitely a take the lat, take the teres major to bloody failure. We do the first set. We call this a mechanical drop set. The first set was just your humerus moving. Second set, bends the elbow. I probably should have warned you
Oh, you're good.
instead of just charging over there.
No, you're good. I was keeping my balance.
All right, let's see how you do. So, however you want to hold it, I just gripped it, but be sure you got it tight.
And
Like that. It could be either knee, whatever's comfortable. I like that one. Now go ahead and not straight. No, not bent yet. Yes. That can be.
and I'm just feel like
Yeah.
okay, pressing down.
Yeah, so you might not get super far. For you, I say we might even want to add the red now that I'm seeing.
I mean, I definitely.
You're feeling it though? Okay,
Yeah.
then this is cool with me.
Yeah.
Good. And the truth is that the movement changes once we get pretty far back, so this is working, I'd say. Yeah, great. Just go to failure, and then you'll slip your hand through and do high rep rowing, or lat pull down, you'd call it really. Because notice the angle. Alice is pitched forward, so when she does that pull, it's like you're doing the seated lat pull down, but maybe leaning back a little. It's kind of like a 45.
That's really got me.
Yeah.
So then I just row it.
Yep. So notice her upper arm does the same thing. But now she has the help of the bicep and forearm and just more leverage overall.
Pulling things for days. Special.
Rowing, rowing, rowing. Tug that barge, move that bale.
All right.
Okay.
Good job.
Good
This
job.
is good.
Yeah, this is good, right?
Yeah.
Works. Gets the job done.
Yeah. It's great.
All right. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Take a knee.
Now remember when you do the rows, I take some steps back.
In retrospect, I think we're good because it gets heavy very quickly. Keep that elbow straight. Keep that chest up. You may feel like your mid-back extensors a little bit, just keeping you upright. Again, no rounding over like that. Don't make it a curl. This is my last rep. Ugh. Okay, feed my hand through. It goes around my wrist. It is still a downpouring and windy. Exciting. Oh, mini
break.
What was your pick?
Yeah, it's fine. I feel like we should turn the camera around and see what we're seeing. It would all be overexposed. You wouldn't see anything. It would all be blown out. I mean. Okay,
Good job.
the turn is yours.
Fantastic.
Holy guacamole.
Hey, you're wondering if potentially that's like a leak? Nah. It's that back,
And you just, yeah, it's just hitting the window.
well, Alice is probably gonna go for a jog after this. She likes running in the rain.
Oh, I used to love doing things out in the rain. I lived country. Like the rain was cleaner. Just gonna.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to take a shower after the shower.
Yeah, or like you do, but you're just not like, oh, my clothes might be ruined. I don't know. It's just like
Well, I feel like the
just
Street.
in the grass barefoot.
no, I feel like the puddles are full of grime and grease and oil and COVID.
And wash that COVID away.
Yeah, watch that way. All right, I'm gonna say something, and you're gonna guess my age from me saying it. You ready?
Yeah.
This is good. We needed this rain.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say. 58.
Whoa! No, I think dudes in their 40s start saying we needed this rain. No, we needed this rain. This is good. "58-year-olds definitely say it. So you're technically not wrong.
So Sean, did we need this rain?
Oh, we did. Have you been in the park lately? All that brown grass? Right?
It rained yesterday. We still need it.
It did, but it was short-lived. This is a good soaking.
That's a good conversation.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Woo.
The wind has changed and now the rain's blowing in a different direction.
I think those are
It's like a
man.
car wash.
Oh no, it's just splashing.
The car wash. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
At the car wash, yeah.
Ugh.
Damn, you did a lot of reps.
That was terrible. That was amazing. That's
It-
terrible.
right?
That was so much.
Okay.
What's the frequency, Kenneth? You good?
I'm gonna add the red to do my last one. Because I wanna like really feel it, man. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'll use the red for the pull down, and then I'm gonna switch to the black for the bent arm pull down. Capiche? Capiche, piche?
Yes. I like that you weren't feeling it.
I'll just feel this more. Because the weight will be more appropriate. See, I'm getting a better range of motion.
There's all these kids outside
Splashing around.
running from awning to awning, but also not running as fast as.
Tony, I think there's a little bit of hail. I keep seeing like, unless somebody's teeing off, it could be golf balls. I'm gonna do one more. Okay.
You may step forward.
I'm gonna row you to me. See what I did there? See how clever I was? Now I can do my. So I'm stronger with this position.
So sometimes you do a drop set where you go with a movement where you're stronger to a movement where you are, ow! What's a good example of what I'm trying to talk to you about? Picture doing a bunch of chin-ups, and then once you can't do any more, you just try to do a static hold, hanging up there like this. Because that's a little easier than doing the chin-up itself. That's a type of drop set where by just cutting the range of motion, you were able to keep beating up the muscle after you had hit failure. Now, what we have done here is different. It's more, you would call it a pre-exhaust superset, where we pre-exhausted the lat doing that. Once it hits the wall, now I'm doing that. Notice my arm, my upper arm, same motion. See my humerus? Same motion. So it's a mechanical drop set. You grinning at.
Smiling at you.
All right, let's see this action. My straight arm. See what I mean? Just kind of feel it better, yeah? Well, we finally did it. We used 5 bands. I think we've done that before, actually.
We finally did it. We've been wanting to do it, talking about doing it, finally did it.
This is like Woodstock, all these bands. It's like Coachella. Is it Coach or Coa? I've heard it both ways. How do you say it?
I think it's Coachella.
Okay. It's like Oz Fest or Ozzy Fest.
That one only has a little bit of music.
That's the little.
That's a culture, pop culture.
And that's Ozzy.
Yeah, Ozzy Fest. Yeah, Ozzy Fest. It's like any musical festival. That's what you're going for, right? Yeah, back up. What? Why are you moving cheeses?
Whoa! There you go. There she goes, rolling away. So this is Alice's second set on her right arm. After this, I will do my second set on my left arm. And then she will do her second on her left. And then no more. We will be moving on to the next thing.
What's the next thing? No, don't tell me.
Don't be
No
surprised.
spoilers. No spoilers.
Basically, we're going to keep this set up. And we're going to use both arms. And we're going to do a high pull like this. All right. High-ish. High and tucked. Myriad ways one can vary rows. Oh, I did it wrong. You don't loop it around your wrist to do this one. You just hold it. And just like that. No, that's still raining. It's just not the downpour. So thank you for joining us on Back Day. Tomorrow is Rest Day. Who thought it would ever come? And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
It's leg day.
back to legs. Hopefully our quads will no longer be sore by then. I'm not gonna lie, I can't guarantee that. We did all that stuff, was that 2 days ago? And my quads is still smoky. Last one. By the by, you ever get bored? What I was just doing, that's a legit exercise. Just tugging hand over hand, rope pulls like that. You can do that in the gym with, if you just have one of those what am I saying? Those battle ropes, you kind of gotta hang it. You gotta dangle it over something where it's lifting a kettlebell, and you just keep pull, hand over hand. Ugh. I like rope climbs, but they're a little much for a lot of people. Oh, it's beautiful. Now the sun is shining and it's still raining.
I bet there's a huge rainbow coming out soon.
For the last day of Pride Month. Oh wait, no, 30 days has September. One more day.
Yeah, today's the 29th.
Don't act like you just know to do the whole song in your head, to know how many days.
No, but I knew that today was the 29th. I know that no month except February has 29 days. And February only has 29 on leap year. So I'm just gonna, that's why I laugh. Like whatever month I'm singing that song or not, I still knew. I didn't learn that song until I was 18 or 17.
A little late.
Yeah, but like now, I also would, I guess I remembered somehow, like what the months were, but once I learned the song, I was like, why was I ever not doing this? And now I don't remember, but like it wasn't taught to us in school.
You want to hear a mind blow? Percentages are reversible.
What does that mean?
Like 2% of 10 is the same as 10% of 2. And any two numbers under 100, and higher too, but it's like a little different. But like, well, I'm trying to think of
Why
a good.
wasn't that taught to us?
I know. I learned this from Twitter like yesterday. It's like some guy just said it. It's going viral. Oh yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like 2% of 25 is the same as 25% of 2.
Okay. I'll have to think more on that.
Me too.
Like, yeah, there's so many, there's so many things that I
Wait, that
now
can't be right.
want to learn. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if that's right. There's so many things that I want to learn, like now, like relearn or learn the new way that they teach things.
Yeah.
Because I
the new
think now it would like make sense, whereas at the time, I didn't go to a good school.
Maybe it's got to be 2 integers.
It's from the country.
Like 10% of 30 is 10. 30% of 10 is wait. Who knows math? Let me Google this later. Let me fact check myself.
Oh, gosh.
It made sense when I was reading the thing, okay?
Okay, that really, oof, that one blew that trap really quick. Not trap, flat. All right, well, we got it.
Now, take the last band of your little connection here.
The rainbow connection.
Someday you'll find it. Do you know how they torture kids in co-ops in Manhattan? So I train people at their gyms that are in their building, their co-op or their condo. Alice, get in your green one over there and walk over there. Okay, so I've got this now like this. You see this? I looped it just through the center. So the middle of the red band is through the end. Doesn't really matter which one you use. I mean, it does, but for our purposes, just do whatever. So I've got that like that. I got both wrists through. I don't know why I said it doesn't matter. Of course it matters. It changes the weight a lot. But for the first set here, this is how I want you to do it. You see this? It's almost like a face pull. Nice and high. This irritates my knees, so down I go. Yeah, so at the finish, get those wrists just a little above your elbows. So in these kind of co-ops where I train people, the kids' playroom is usually attached to the gym. Not just attached like, oh, this door is the gym, that door is the kids' playroom. Like they put windows between the two. And I guess they did this because at the time the architect was like, and then this way the mom can come down and see her kid and do her elliptical and say, hi kid, and then grab the kid and the nanny and go back to the apartment. It all sounds great, and they do that. You know what the kid does? He smushes his face up against the glass, looking at adults having fun, rolling around on the ground, playing with brightly colored toys, better than the crap he's got in his playroom. And he's like one of those orphans in a Dickens novel watching the aristocrats eat dinner. And they're just like, they're dying. They're having these meltdowns. And there I've got my client like doing bear crawls, playing with the big Swiss balls, rolling around, laughing their asses off. And then the nanny's like, come on, get back here and sit on this slide that you've gone down 8,700 times and that thing's only like 2 feet long. And he's like, it's fine.
Such a dramatic story.
Do you think it feels for that kid?
We'll talk about it in therapy.
He will. Like you see them going, well, like mouthing the word ball.
No, they don't have that big ball in there?
They got some stuff, but not like what we do. The Swiss ball, that's the size of me. Like it's like 5 foot high Swiss ball.
Yeah.
He sees that, he's like, yeah. He's just got the little.
Yeah, it's a little one.
Then I'll have my client like doing leg curls, rolling it along.
Yeah.
Your turn, and don't yell at me, but I'm gonna put the air conditioning on.
That's okay. There's no yelling. There's no yelling.
When I say yell, I mean scold loudly. It's different than yelling.
So many other things.
No, if you were really gonna yell at me, it would not be for putting air conditioning on.
Yes.
Comfy?
No. Yes. So do you hinge back a little bit?
Just enough to keep. Actually, no, don't hinge back. Do what you got to do to stay in balance. But yeah, if you hinge back, it might get too upper trappy. Try to stay unshrugged. That looks great. They should feel good. Because it's in between face. Oh, here it goes.
We have a different definition of good.
Well, you took ecstasy before the workout, right?
We'll come back for that.
Bueno, bueno. See? Very good.
Traps. Yeah, I can't keep it down anymore.
That's okay. But yeah, good choice to end there.
It's burning.
All right, I'm going to repeat. And listen, I contradict myself now. I'm changing bands. I'm going to just do the black one through the purple one because the red was a little light. It was a high rep set. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't no shame in the high rep game.
No shame in high rep game.
But same exercise. So I've got the slightly heavier band through the end of the connected bands. We're only using 4 bands now. I chose to sit this time. You know, there's a kid on YouTube. He has this series of videos called Sitting and Smiling. Do you know what they are?
Him sitting and smiling.
You know how long they go?
How?
Like 8 hours.
He'll just sit.
Yeah. It's like a type of performance art. He just sits there like this, blinking.
See, the 8-year-old is making $26 million a year from
No.
YouTube videos.
That's something.
Yeah.
But this kid, like, I don't know who watches the videos, And I don't think they're ad supported, because I think the whole thing is it's got to be clearly one long take. Otherwise, it's like, no, you didn't. You moved at the 2-hour mark.
Right.
Gotcha. Like if you I don't think anyone's ever sat and just watched them. But if you just scrub, you're like, look at that scrub through.
I'm sure there are people who.
His mom.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other people who sat and watched them.
Well, I hope they don't tell us spoilers. You gotta watch season 5, episode 7. He switches his feet. Oh, why'd you tell me now? I don't gotta watch it. I mean, on one hand, I'll give him credit. You know this, I can't lie still, let alone sit still. I mean, he sits lotus. Smile the whole time.
It's quite a meditative practice.
Okay.
I try to sit too.
Try it. Is it everything you hoped it would be?
Uh-huh.
How's the weight?
And then some.
If the weight is appropriate, I will stay here.
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
Very good. Oh, I forgot to wear my toe spacers. I meant to wear them each workout.
I'll just put them on after the workout.
That you're absolutely right, I can, but then it's just more passive. I want them in while I'm moving around and loading a little bit, even though I'm not doing calf raises and things like that. But
Well, look, you forgot though this time, so you can either just decide that you're not doing them at all today, or you could say anything is better than nothing and put them on after the workout.
yeah, you're right. I could.
We know which one's gonna do. He's not gonna do anything.
I'm gonna put them on.
Are you?
Well, now.
We'll follow up on
Actually, I think I'm not.
this. Oh.
For those following along at home, up next is bicep curls in this exact position. So the only difference is you're gonna lie on your back. I'm sorry, I should have let you do it.
It's okay, I got the extra stretch.
I feel bad.
No.
So this is gonna look good and weird, but we're doing it anyway. Back you go, Al. Lie on your back. Not you. Give me a lot of tension. I'm gonna do a bicep curl like this.
So I will give you all the tension. You want more?
Nah. The only thing I might do is change my grip toward the finish just because the bands are annoying. So why curls this way? Just to mix it up. Oh, that's clever. You're giving yourself a little bit of traction. This is tired. Huh. I'm not done. One more. All right.
Good job.
Thanks. Alice is going to do her curls. Up next, you're going to do pull aparts like that. If you can anchor your band in the door in the center, great, to make that slight V shape. Otherwise, just pulling apart straight is just fine. This will do. We're gonna superset that with the curls. I'm gonna try to do these while I hold the band for
Why
Alice.
don't you just do those?
Because I don't want them to have to sit around doing nothing.
Okay.
And also they don't compete, these movements. Bicep curls and pull aparts you can do back to back. Maybe you rest a little bit in between, but without one interfering with the other. Just your heart rate a little. How's that weight?
That's good.
You tell me if it's too much. All right, I've begun my pull aparts.
Where our lives have come to.
I think my client said something funny the other day. I had him banded like from two directions. We're out in the park. So like the band was under his feet and over his shoulders. And the band was behind him, like around his hips, pulling him from behind. So he was doing a hip thrust plus a squat. And he said something to the effect of, if you had told me a year ago, if you had shown me my future a year ago, and it was just a clip of this, I would have thought, no, that's not true. Okay, so Alice is going to do a pull apart with that.
Should I sit
While-
over here?
no.
Oh, while you're doing
Because
that?
you're going to do it while
Wow.
doing this. Yeah.
Wow, multitasks.
Oh, well, I did it. It means you can do it.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
What?
I'm aware.
No, wait. Hold it like this. We're flying now. Oh, no, we're not. 42 minutes. And that's with that
We're doing
interruption.
a lot of workouts.
Yeah, I guess we did. I thought we were way earlier than that. All right, well, this is it anyway. So one more set of curls, one more set of pull aparts. That's true. We did those long-ass compound, what am I saying? Okay, down I go. I thought you were going to go flying.
That makes two of us.
The hardest thing about this exercise is this rug is a little,
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's a nice wool rug.
well, is that the problem with it? How do sheep stand it?
You done?
No, I'm going to do a few more.
Okay.
Look, I'm doing dorsiflexion. That's a real thing. You can do that. You can do dorsiflexion with bands. I tried to dislodge her.
Good job.
All right, she's gonna curl. Curls for girls. All right, if you're with me, you did your last curls. How's that weight, Al?
Good.
And now you're doing your final pull apart. Now, here's a thing you can do with curls with the band. Thanks. See how Alice lets her elbows go up a little at the finish? That's good. Because that's one of the jobs of the biceps is shoulder flexion. When we think lifting the arm in front, we think of that as a shoulder exercise, like the anterior deltoid. And you're not wrong. That is him working. But your long head your biceps is recruited there. It can't help you above 90, but it can help you get going. So Alice doing a curl where at the finish, she also adds a little bit of shoulder flexion. She working her biceps even more. Good. How you doing over there?
Come in.
I did a little. I'll go back. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, now I'm used to it. I just knew it felt different.
And I didn't much. But obviously you were, yeah, you were aware of it, so it was a bit much. You know, when you've been in the iron game as long as I have, you get to know people's limits. At least that's what I hope to be true. We're done.
I have to do my pull aparts.
Oh, Alice has to do her pull aparts.
Bye. Thank you.
Oh, shoot, you know what you got to do?
What pull-ups?
You do pull-ups. Alice is gonna pull. I'll do 5 with you
There's no
too.
shoot about it. It's great. Why is it?
No, I mean
negative?
shoot like you're gonna shoot.
Fingers.
Yeah.
Pew 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 pew. I get to do them. I'm excited.
That's right. You get to express your strength.
All right.
That's what workouts are. What did we discuss? Tomorrow is a nothing day. It's a rest day.
It's a handstand
Pero
workout-
miércoles,
workshop day.
okay?
It's a handstand workshop day.
That's right. She's taking a hand. Is it free? No. Okay. Otherwise, I'd invite people. Pero el próximo sesión, ¿cómo se dice? The next session es miércoles. Bye.